Based on an assessment of the macroeconomic situation and the outlook, the MPC voted unanimously to increase the policy repo rate by 50 basis points to 4.90% with immediate effect. Consequently, the standing deposit facility, that is the SDF rate, stands adjusted to 4.65%, and the marginal standing facility, that is the MSF rate and bank rate, to 5.15%. The MPC also decided unanimously to remain focused on withdrawal of accommodation to ensure that inflation remains within the target going forward while supporting growth. The real GDP growth for 2022-23, that is for the current year, is retained at 7.2%, with Q1 at 16.2%, Q2 at 6.2%, Q3 at 4.1%, and Q4 at 4%, with risks broadly balanced. Inflation is now projected at 6.7% in 2022-23, that is the current year, with Q1 at 7.5%, Q2 at 7.4%, Q3 at 6.2%, and Q4 at 5.8%, with risks evenly balanced. It may be noted that around 75% of the increase in inflation projections can be attributed to the food group. Further, the baseline inflation projection that we are making now at 6 and 7% for the current year, it does not take into account the impact of monetary policy actions taken today. In line with the dispensation available to scheduled commercial banks and urban cooperative banks, it is now proposed to permit rural cooperative banks, and they consist of, as I mentioned, state cooperative banks and district central cooperative banks, to extend finance. So we are permitting the rural cooperative banks to extend finance to commercial real estate, that is residential housing. And this will be basically loans for residential housing projects within the existing aggregate housing finance limit of 5% of their total assets. This measure will further augment credit flows from the cooperative banks to the housing sector. The framework for processing of e-mandate based recurring payments was introduced by the Reserve Bank, keeping in mind the benefits of convenience, safety, and security to the users. Under this framework, over 6.25 crore mandates have been registered in favor of large number of domestic and over 3,400 international merchants. To further facilitate recurring payments like subscriptions, insurance premia, education fees of larger value under the framework, the limit is being enhanced from Rs 5,000 to Rs 15,000 per transaction. This will further leverage the benefits available under the framework and augment customer convenience. At present, UPI facilitates transactions by linking savings or current accounts through users' debit cards. It is now proposed to allow linking of credit cards on the UPI platform. To begin with, the RuPay credit cards will be linked to the UPI platform. This will provide additional convenience to the users and enhance the scope of digital payments.